Dos Santos, goal scorer in midweek in the semi-finals. Nice atmosphere building inside the Jalan Besar for this League Cup final. First touch now for goalkeeper Ridwan Barudin, who has been playing in the first team for the League Cup. Doesn't normally play in the Geylang side, but he's been given a chance in this competition, and the coach has said there's no reason to change him because he's done ever so well, and he kept a clean sheet in midweek. Little bit suspect at times, Jamie, but he made some crucial saves to his credit.
Yeah, he certainly did well. Of course, the substitute goalkeeper is Yazid Yazin, the veteran goalkeeper, who's a very good keeper, but of course everybody always talks about his lack of height, and in a game where you're up against 6'5", 6'6" guy on corner kicks, that could have been a problem. I think that's probably had something to do with the call.
Here's the captain, Rosman Kamis. He'll pick the ball up again, just short of halfway in a central position. Now Jerkovic, he's another player who had a good game in midweek. As DPMM try and build down the right side. It's with Sharazan Saeed, the linesman on this near side, has helped the referee and told him there was a foul committed there. Let's see the replay. It was King who made the foul. The referee punishes him. Sorry, King who was fouled, and it's Geylang who have got the free kick. Ridwan Barudin distributes the ball out from the back. Big night this for both teams. 2009 since DPMM last won some silverware. Of course, they haven't been playing that much since then, after they were booted out by FIFA, Brunei, for their country's indiscretions. And they won the League Cup final in 2009, where they beat SAF on penalties. So they have won this competition before. Geylang, they won the Singapore Cup in 2009. So both teams looking to end a 3-year drought without silverware. Now a half chance for the team from Brunei. It was Dos Santos and De Silva, sorry, who went in for the ball. Clashed in with the goalkeeper. The referee just telling him to get up. First sighting we've seen of Patrick De Silva. Jamie.
It was dreadful play from
It's the League Cup final at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Over on that left side, Azwan Saleh. Infield looking for Baisru Osman. There he is, Baisru. Definitely a danger man and a player who's desperately looking for a goal. It's been a while. He's done pretty well in the S-League, but hasn't scored for a while, so he'll be hoping that tonight will be his moment.
First chance for Dos Santos to test them out. He's gone loping up to the front. They want to put plenty of sky on this ball.
Jerkovic with the free kick into the penalty area. The goalkeeper punches out. It's repelled back in by Baisru Osman. It's going to be a throw-in to the team from Brunei, so they can keep up the pressure. But that will be a definite tactic all night long, looking for the big guys. People like Thales Dos Santos. Here comes the throw-in into the penalty area. It's Thales Dos Santos who rises, and now the keeper has it. No chance to punch on that occasion. He's got it safely in his hands, and he clears out poorly, you have to say. Only as far as Jerkovic. Now it's with Baisru Osman. Push back to halfway. The ball out by Cyril Saleh. And given away, but definitely, Jamie, that's the tactic, isn't it, from DPMM, to pinging the high balls and put the goalkeeper especially under pressure.
Well, Ridwan Barudin didn't look too confident on that first one that he came for, and that's continuation of what we saw on Wednesday evening. I couldn't help thinking that if Thales Dos Santos had been challenging him, he might well have won the header there. Oh, great skill.
Nice bit of skill by Milijevic. He's on the floor. He's been pushed over. Shahrul Rizal didn't like that one. Embarrassed in front of the bulk of the supporters. Nice bit of skill, and then
That's an ego thing. he was embarrassed there. Great piece of skill from Milijevic.
So into the area it goes. It's now in the 6-yard box, but the keeper is the first player to the ball, Warden Yusuf. And there wasn't really anyone there, was there? Trying to get on the end of that one.
No, it was well won by Shahirul, who got in a very advanced position, but nobody on the same wavelength. Both sides do look pretty nervous, actually, I have to say.
So here's Milijevic. He wasn't aware of the support that was on his left in the form of King, and he was tackled. It was from behind, but they got the ball, and the referee plays on. No free kick. Milijevic getting an early taste of the action here at the Jalan Besar.
Yes, good challenge back from the skipper. Rosmin Kamis doing a good job there. That's what he's in the team for. Plays just in front of the back three. And I suppose we still call it the Claude Makaleli role.
Coach Kanan Veramuthu looking on with his clipboard. So far so good. His team looking organised. That's a key word when you look at the Geylang United team, organisation. He was keen to point out that they're not too defensive in that pre-match interview. It's all about organisation, he was saying, but for me they are very defensive.
There's not much difference between the two, is there, really? It's just a question of whether you see the glass as half empty or half full. I think he would say, well, we're getting results, and that's the only thing that really counts.
Absolutely, you have to give him credit for the run that Geylang have mounted in this League Cup competition. They're never so well, as I mentioned at the start. They are bottom of the S-League. In fact, in their last 5 league games, they've only drawn 2 and lost 3, including a 7-3 humiliation against Home United. So it just shows the type of form they were in the league. But in the cup, they've won 4 games straight, including victories over Albirex Niigata and Tampines Rovers, who are first and second in the S-League. So it shows they can beat the best of them. And they have another opportunity tonight to beat 3rd place in the S-League DPMM and win the League Cup. Kaplan, we haven't seen much of him so far, defending on this occasion. It's Milijevic who has the ball on halfway, but the referee pulls up play for that foul on the man on the floor there, Mun Seung Man. Here's an opportunity for Ang Jer Wei. Nice dribbling by...
Offering me beer even, how dare they?
To do with some, it's a hot steam evening here, and now a half opportunity for King, but DPMM do get the ball clear eventually, and now it's De Silva via Sharazan Saeed, given away though, and you have to say that so far it has been very scrappy in the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I put that down to nerves, particularly from the Geylang boys. But they're beginning to play their game a little now. That was a good situation they created just now. Obviously it didn't fall for King, but it could have done quite easily.
It's Shahirul who plays it back. It will be hoop clear by the defence. Nice first touch by Milijevic, and he's got an opportunity. Edge of the penalty area. He delivers it in low. Nobody there. King wasn't able to catch up with that one, but nice first touch, and here he is again, Milijevic. On his left peg. Now the cross will come in, but it's poor, isn't it? It was a weak cross by Jalal, that man. And Talos dos Santos there, looking on. He doesn't look...
Okay, this was this situation earlier. What a great touch on the ball. Knew exactly what he was going to do. There's not much on, so he plays it into a dangerous area, and really somebody in the middle there should be making a positive run. No point making a run beyond the far post here. Get across your man.
To move forward and impress their supporters. King battling to get into the game, as is the Korean Mun Seung Man. King now with the ball. In a central position, quite far out from goal. Free kick now. And that was disappointing. King frustrated with his teammate. The foul given.
Yeah, I don't think King's enjoyed the first 20 minutes of the game very much. All players like to get involved early if possible, get a few good touches on the ball.
De Silva, as with Viceroy Osman, in support is Aswan Saleh. Opts to go in with the left foot, putting pressure on the Geylang goal. Laid off to Djurkovic. Doesn't get it right, does he? He drilled it well wide.
It was nicely set up for him as well there, and it was a wonderful cross from the left-hand side just prior to that, which nobody got on the end of. And Djurkovic will be very disappointed with that, miles off the target.
Ridwan breathing a sigh of relief. Made a decent save earlier from Patrick De Silva. That was the best opportunity of the match so far. 0-0. As Dos Santos rises, goes over his head. Milijevic knocked to the floor. And that's a free kick to Geylang. Nice position as well. Opportunity. Hasn't been the best half of football ever, has it? But certainly plenty of time for it to improve. Just over half an hour played. 0-0 as Carlos Dos Santos finds Shahrul Rizal. Still those Geylang fans sing and chant and dance. They really are a credit to the team, creating a nice atmosphere here at the Jalan Besar. It's going to be Viceroy Osman who will try to put pressure on the defender. Cleared out though. Once young man who can't control the ball. And again, the yellow shirts of DPMM win it back. King with the chance to break. There's only Milijevic ahead of him at the moment. He'll try and thread him through. Milijevic is he's born in Serbia, but grew up in southern France. He couldn't get on the end of that one.
Has got the pace though. King was quite right trying to pick him out down the line. King, of course, not himself the quickest player, but just beginning to become a factor in the game, King.
Well, Milijevic with the swift turn. The ball did go out of play though. For English football geeks, you might remember him, Milijevic. He played for Birmingham City in 2007, spotted by Steve Bruce. Didn't make the cut really though, and was eventually released back into the French leagues. Picked up by Geylang United and enjoying his football in Singapore, it has to be said, and playing very well. Here's the number 10, Patrick De Silva, charging forward for DPMM. No foul. And now Geylang get the chance to break. Well, the option was there in Kaplan on the overlap, but the interception came in. It's opening up the game now. Here's Aswan Saleh, infield to Djurkovic. Djurkovic with the short pass. De Silva. Well, he finds Viceroy Osman. Ball into the area, looking for De Silva. Keeper claims it well, but Jamie, going back to that Geylang opportunity, Kaplan striding through there, but he wasn't found.
Yes, a disappointing pass from Mun Seung-man, the Korean, and I have to say that's been the case on a number of occasions. His passing hasn't been great. Good clean take there from Ridwan Barudin in goal. He'll take a lot of confidence from that.
Came under the spotlight in midweek. Made a couple of decent saves to keep Tampines Rovers at bay. Viceroy Osman. Now it's King for Geylang. Rosmin Kamis, the captain for DPMM. Djurkovic controlling in midfield. Dos Santos leaves it. Shifts it over to Cyril. Geylang happy to play with every single one of their 11 players in their own half at the moment. well organised and defending. Here's the long ball forward. Mun's young man gives it away. Here's Azman Saleh. Oh, it's a lovely ball in, and the goal! What a lovely goal by Shorazan Saeed. It was Azman Saleh who drilled it in. The header from Shorazan, and DPMM lead this cup final by a 1-0 against Geylang United.
Well, when it finally came, it came out of absolutely nothing, didn't it? You're right, it was Mun who gave the ball away initially, and the ball played wide, and we've seen earlier in the game DPMM knocking good crosses in from the left-hand side. The angle didn't look good for the header. It's fizzed in. The header from there, great little deflection, and the keeper, Ridwan Barudin, he's gambled on the cross coming all the way in, so he's out of position on that near post.
He had the chance to clear it, didn't, and that had allowed Azman Saleh with the opportunity to play it into Shorazan. And you've got to give Azman credit, Jamie, for the delivery. He powered it in, and when you hit it like that, it's always going to cause problems.
Oh, it was a cracking cross, yes. They didn't have a lot of height in the middle, so there's no point chipping it up. He drilled it across, and Shorazan Saeed did what strikers are supposed to. He attacked the near post, got across his man, and a little bit fortunate with the deflected header, but I think he deserved it.
1-0, we've got a game on our hands now, haven't we? What can Geylang United do to respond to this? The referee just sorting out. A little bit of pushing and shoving. DPMM have got a free kick. Here's the replay for the late tackle on Cherkovic. The referee, Sukhbir Singh, decides not to dish out any cards, and play goes on after the free kick. So 1-0 to DPMM. Shorazan with the goal. He scored 8 goals in the S-League, enjoying a nice season for the team from Brunei. Here's Maisuru Osman, confidence flowing through the veins of DPMM. The ball in. That time the delivery not good enough, and the keeper claims it.
Well, it was a ball played into an interesting area, and there were bodies going in, just a little bit delayed getting there. And you can see the body language of this DPMM side. Suddenly they all look as if they're about 10 centimetres taller, they're all more confident, they all want the football.
Veran Simonic's team, they've been playing well tonight, as they have done most of the season in both the S-League and in this competition. Jerkovic just dinks one over the top. Nice ball. Subdi Abdillah. Well, that's got the goalkeeper backpedaling. It was an attempted cross, certainly not a shot, and goes over the top.
Yeah, and the ball being played by Jerkovic, who's probably been the best player on the pitch for DPMM in this first half. An intelligent player, running things in the middle of the pitch.
There is Veran Simonic directing his team. Opportunity for Milijevic to try and do something for his team, try and muster a response. They find themselves 1-0 down, 5 minutes short of half-time. It's going to be Jalal with the throw-in to King. King skips around his man. Into the penalty area he goes, crosses. Well, now a chance for Milijevic. Shoots with the left foot. For a moment I thought he was going to drag it onto his right, but he's won a corner kick. Better from Geylang United.
Yes, a nice run from King. I thought he'd overrun it there, but does really well just to scoop it back from the byline. And the problem for Milijevic, because he's very left-footed, didn't really want to take it onto the right, but that's logically which way he would have gone. And surprisingly, King's not taking the corner kick, it's Jalal.
Jalal with the corner. King, one of the players in the penalty area. Here it comes. Well, that's easily cleared out by the Brazilian defender Dos Santos, and now the break's on. Baisaru Osman with an awful lot to do. He's got 4 white shirts around him at the moment. Pushed to the floor, he's won a free kick, and you have to say that was great forward play from Baisaru Osman.
Yeah, he did really well there. I'd be critical of Jalal for bundling into the back of him. There's no need for doing that. Both of them bundled into the back of him. Just one stand him up behind and one come around the front and nick the ball off him. Once again, up goes the big man.
Still the Geylang fans sing and cheer on their team, despite them trailing by a goal to nil. Maybe after that last opportunity for Milijevic, they can sense something. Here's the free kick. And Jouet fell in the penalty area, but it's cleared out anyway. It's Fabien Kwok. Looking on, looking for danger. And now it's going to be a throw-in to Brunei DPMM. Into the area it goes. Bit of time now. Worked out to De Silva. Osman with the crack. Well, that was miles wide.
Yeah, that was the shot of a man who's short on goals at the moment. Closer to the corner flag than it was to the goal. Always just running away from him there. But had the confidence to take the shot on. Once again, the free kick, couldn't understand the tactics at all. You've got a giant there who's lumbered all the way up. Get the ball up in the air and let him have a jump against people.
Djurkovic to Baisaru Osman. Dribbles round 1, then 2, and finds the captain, Rosman. Now's De Silva. It's his turn to try and move the ball forwards, but he's seen out on halfway. Milijevic pushed off the ball, and DPMM have it back. They lead by a goal to nil in this League Cup final. Thanks for your company tonight. Hope you're enjoying the game as King has the ball, finds Milijevic. King with the forward run. Another one is Kaplan in the area! Oh, it was a great ball in by Milijevic. Kaplan running in at the back post. Great delivery, but the forward couldn't slam the ball home.
It's one of those awkward balls, isn't it? It's too low to head and it's too high to get your foot on it. Probably now he's thinking, why didn't I dive and head that? Absolutely exquisite ball played in from Milijevic.
Wow, the coach, Kanan Benamuthu, shaking his head. He knows that was a great opportunity. And what a time that would have been to score just before half-time. Take his team into the break on level terms. I'm sure Joseph Kaplan needs no reminding about the opportunity. Lovely delivery from Milijevic. So Geylang now on the ascendancy, trying to get an equaliser just before half-time. And the game, Jamie, after a pretty sterile opening, has livened up a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, most games need a goal, and it came out of nothing, but certainly it's picked up the tempo. Both sides, I think, playing appreciably better at the moment. It's a little bit unfortunate we're going to have to go for a break.
Baisaru Osman up to De Silva. Sharil, a huge clearance. Jalal now. Out of play. So just before half-time, Jamie, your thoughts on the half as a whole?
Well, I think that probably you'd have to say DPMM have deserved to be in the lead. They've looked a rather more positive side, and they've looked a little bit more dangerous. For Geylang, it's not really happened yet. They've had some nice touches, but I don't think they've got their key players playing together, and they need to have a little spell where players like Kaplan, King, Milijevic get together and create a few opportunities. At the moment, they're a little bit estranged from one another.
Just 1 minute of added time to be played here at the Jalan Besar. And DPMM happy to keep the ball. Just go into the break leading 1-0. They'll be delighted with that as they search for the League Cup title. Long ball forward. Sure, the referee will blow at any moment for half-time. DPMM, they have the throw-in. And the referee does blow for half-time. Nice atmosphere, the crowd enjoyed it. So half-time 1-0 after that goal from Sharazan.